Hello everyone, this is Dr. Srinivas BJ, consultant medical oncologist. Today I am going to talk about awareness about clinical trial. Most of the patients, when I mention about addition of inclusion into the clinical trial, they usually ask one of the most common question, that is, doctor, you are treating my relative as a experimental animal. The other common question they are going to ask, is this treatment going to be effective or not? And then they are going to ask whether the side effect of new drug is going to be manageable or not. So before answering all these questions, I want to insist, or I want you to know about the most of the drugs which are available in day-to-day practice have come through the clinical trial. For example, in cancer treatment, we have various molecules. Example, for the breast cancer treatment, we have an injection called trastuzumab. Almost 10,000 patients have gone through the clinical trial before it is proved that yes, it is going to be effective and it has come to the clinical practice. Similarly, one of the disease we call it as a chronic myeloid leukemia, where initially the treatment used to be very dismal. The prognosis was very poor. We need to treat with chemotherapy and only 10 to 20% of the patients only used to be cured or control of disease. 10-15 years back, one of the new drug has come, we call it as a imatinib. So before it has come to the clinical practice, it has gone through the various thousands of patients have undergone in the clinical trial, and then only it has come to the clinical practice. Not only in the oncology practice or in the cancer treatment, in non-oncological treatment also, most of the drugs have gone through the clinical trials and has come to the clinical practice. For example, if you take newer diabetic drugs, newer cardiac drugs, for the treatment of asthma, all have come through the clinical trials. What are the clinical trials? So clinical trials are carefully designed research studies where most of the patients undergo supervised treatment, and it is a cutting edge technology, and most of the public yet not exposed to this treatment. Advantages of the clinical trial. So you are one of the prime patient where you are going to contribute your little bit to shape the future of the society, future healthcare of the society. Your treatment from beginning to end is supervised carefully by so many doctors, so many scientists. And what are the side effects are also, they are managed very scientifically and supervised. And more importantly, all these treatment, side effects treatment, everything will be free of cost. So whenever your doctor mentions about clinical trial, please don't ignore it. There are so many clinical trials available in various cancer cares, and if you ask about your doctor details about it, they are able to give it. You should realize that in most of the Western countries, whenever there is an exhaust of standard treatment, so many cancers will have first line standard treatment, second line standard treatment, third line standard treatment. Suppose patient fails on all these treatment, the next best option will be the clinical trial. But here, if you mention in the clinical trial about the details of the clinical trial, patient will run away. So this is the small effort to educate yourself and your relatives. This may be the best treatment available for the particular patient. So please share to the maximum people, and please share your opinion, views about this, and we will meet in our next video. Thank you.